Good afternoon, everybody. So we're here. We're at the end of the week of our Summer Youth Works employability skills training. We've had 11 students that have been here all week. We have 20 hours of employability skills. We've had guest speakers. We've taught some classes. I'm Ramona Edwards, Work-Based Learning Coordinator from East Lawrence High School. We've had Miss Melanie Newman from Dublin High School, as well as Miss Trixie Scott with us. Both are Work-Based Learning Coordinators here this week. We've been training our students, and they're ready to go out in the different businesses in Dublin to put into place those soft skills training that we have taught all week. So they've completed the training, and we are going to award them with the completion certificate. And as I call their name, we're going to ask Miss Trixie Scott from West Lawrence if she would give that to them as they come up. First of all, we have Miss Kayla Walsworth. Yes, ma'am. Come on. All right, we ask that each of you will come up, and Miss Scott is going to hand you the certificate. And if you would shake her hand, we're going to take a picture. Toward the picture, the camera, please. All right. Next, we have Miss Deborah Moody. Miss Deborah Moody is a West Lawrence High School student. We thank you. Mr. Sidney Price. He's also West Lawrence High School. Next, we have Mr. Dustin Clements. Next, we have Miss Chelsea Carr. Chelsea is a Dublin High School student. We have Mr. Tristan Ellis. He's also a Dublin High School student. Miss Shania Robinson, West Lawrence High School. We have Miss Tamaya Davis, East Lawrence High School. Miss Tiara McClendon, East Lawrence High School. Mr. Marcus Rayner, Dublin High School. And last but certainly not least, we have Mr. Jameer Urshery. Congratulations, students. You've completed the certificate. You have the certificate of completion from Georgia Best Business and Employability Skills Training. You did a great job. You were very attentive all week. You asked questions. We are so proud of you. We want you to go to the different businesses where you will be working this summer and put these into practice, all of these skills that you've learned about today. We thank you so much for your attention. We thank Summer Youth Works. We thank GovStrive, the City of Dublin, Chamber of Commerce for this opportunity.
Badcock Home Furniture and More is your home store, where you'll find great savings on new living room sets, sofas, love seats, recliners, and more. Badcock Home Furniture and More has great savings every day on bedding and bedroom sets. Shop Badcock Home Furniture and More for a great selection of dining room sets. And save every day on electronics and appliances at Badcock Home Furniture and More, 1927 Highway 441 South in Dublin. Call 275-3144 for more information, or stop by and see Wendy and Tim Sumner or any of their friendly staff today at Badcock and More Home Furniture Store, where no credit is ever refused.
First Lawrence Bank invites you to experience banking at its best. Whether you have personal or business needs, we're a full-service bank big enough to handle all of your banking needs and small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank like First Lawrence Bank. Looking forward to your future? That's First Lawrence Bank in Dublin and Dexter, member FDIC.
Welcome to our show. Today we are at Dublin High School, and we are. I got Dr. Hall with me here with the Lawrence County School System, and we're working with the Summer Youth Works program, Dr. Hall, and our students are in here. They've had a week long of soft skills training, and we're going to send them out into the workforce on Monday. You sat in on a little bit of the training this morning. Tell me why you think a program like this is important for our youth.
A program like this is very important for our youth because when you talk about soft skills, we do believe that to be the foundation of being a good employee. And we try to incorporate it in school as much as we can, but obviously sometimes there are other requirements placed upon us that don't allow us the time that we would like to invest in those skills. So to just kind of have a, if you want to call it a rush, a week-long rush of building those foundational skills that will allow them to be successful employees and be beneficial to their business and company, as well as to our community, is just phenomenal. The session I sat in on this morning dealt with social media awareness, and that's big and that's important. People lose and make money off of social media, and so having them have a foundational understanding of what's appropriate, what's not appropriate, and how it impacts them is just one of those many examples of how we feel like those soft skills contribute to them being successful employees.
Yeah, soft skills, and all week long it's been soft skills along with some Georgia Best training. From the school perspective, and I don't know, this isn't fair to, and I'm not asking for a specific number or anything, but in general, what are you seeing, especially post-COVID, as far as maybe your juniors and seniors getting into the workforce versus maybe not participating in the workforce? Do you see a huge increase or decrease in the amount of participation?
We feel like, I don't have the numbers right in front of me, so I don't want to misspeak. Our number of students entering the workforce through our work-based programs that are led by Ms. Edwards and Ms. Scott, we feel they're pretty steady and have seen them increase. I don't have the pre-COVID numbers to compare it to, so I don't want to speak factually on that, but we do not feel like we've seen a drastic drop-off. What we have seen an increase in, though, is some of the social and emotional and soft skills that may have regressed just a little bit because we were kind of out of the norm, so to say, for basically a year and a half to 2 years. And so we've kind of had to do a reset there, but programs like this help give a steroid shot to that reset.
Well, I sure appreciate your time this morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. I want to welcome Randy Gay to the show. And again, we are at Dublin High School today. We're doing our soft skills training week-long for Summer Youth Works. And Randy, you were with CTAE and work with the students a lot. What are you seeing that our students need the most, and what do you hopefully think that maybe they gain this week to help prepare them for the workforce?
Well, basically our students need that understanding of what it means to go into a workplace and represent a business and represent that business well. And with the training they received this week, I think they received the proper training that will let them see that they're not only representing themselves when they go into a business, but they're representing that business and what it means to, time is money. And when you go out and you put stuff on social media, if it's with the soft skills like Ms. Brock just talked about, you're representing that business, not only that business, but also yourself, and how important that is.
Do you see in CTAE what's the big thing right now that students, are they migrating toward any one sector of business or industry right now?
A lot of the students in our school system enjoy the welding, anything to construction, welding, electrical, plumbing, those trade skills is where a lot of students are tending to go toward right now.
Randy, if you could, and this is a big need for us, I'm understanding that we have about 40% of students that are eligible. They're of age to go to work, but they're not working, that are in our school systems. And across the state, I think that number's at about 38%. What could we say to somebody that might be watching the show today to encourage them to get into the workforce and plan for a successful career?
Well, I think one of the obstacles the students face right now is, some of them don't have the transportation, to get to work. We do have a lot of students that are interested in working, but just encouraging them to step out of their comfort zone and try to join the workforce, regardless of the field it may be, to stay busy this summer and get that job to get the skills that may help them later on in life.
I agree with you, and finding a way to overcome any of those obstacles. This is a resilient group of teenagers. These guys can overcome and overcome and overcome, And I don't think there's anything that can stop them if they want to go to work or want to have a career.
If they want to get there, a lot of them are having to find alternate means of transportation to get there. But that is a big obstacle that some of the kids face, especially out in distances away from the city and rural communities. They're trying to get to get here to work. But those that really want to, they'll find a way. So.
All right. Thank you for what you're doing, buddy. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. I want to welcome Renee Cook with me today to the show. Renee, you were with the city, and you guys have how many employees this year?
We have 3 employees this year, and we're really excited. I was hoping for a 4th, so we need students to sign up and participate and be active within the program. So.
And I just talked with Randy Gay about that and figuring how can we get more students interested in going to work. But you guys have 3. What are you going to have them doing this summer?
We have one worker who's going to be with our gas department and learning about how our natural gas is worked within our city. We have one who's going to work within our engineering department, just learning what the engineering department does and why we have one for this city. And the other one is with our planning and development. So that's going to be a lot of event planning, communication with the community, and knowing what's going on with our council and mayor, and making sure that the community is aware of it and making our city bigger, brighter, better with our parks and stuff.
I think it's awesome, and I think what I'm hoping that maybe some youth will see this show and understand, when you think City of Dublin, it's not just government and government management and politics. You guys have so many different departments and so many opportunities. What are some things that you think that maybe someone watching the show might not know about the city, where there might be an opportunity for a career or profession for them?
Well, we always have to have HR. So every company, every business has HR. I really wanted an intern, I keep calling it intern, summer worker who wants to help with the marketing, the outreach. We got brand new branding. We're working on a website. I get paid to play on Facebook and social media. I know that's one of the things they learn about with soft skills. So if anybody wants to work with me next summer, I would like an intern. See, I said intern again. A summer youth worker to help. And I look at it that way as an intern, because I think that this is a great program for students, young people, to learn what does the city offer. We don't just pick up trash, and we don't just make sure we have clean drinking water, and we don't just make sure the toilet flushes. There's more to us than that. And how do we make decisions, and where does the money come from, and how do we get SPLOST money, and why do we need an engineering department? All these things. And how does Facebook and social media intertwine with governmental stuff, local government? So there's a lot to learn, and it's actually really fun. I love my job, and I know that the people who are participating, the departments that are participating this summer, really want the future to learn and know more about what the city does.
Yeah, and you guys always, each year we've done this program at the end of the year, we have the wrap up, and your folks come and they come with their student, and they've had a lot of fun with the student. The students come back to work at the city sometimes. So Renee, what if somebody missed the opportunity to participate in Summer Youth Works, but they've watched the show or something today and they said, wow, city's pretty cool. Maybe I would like to look in. Who would they see? Who would they contact? What would they do to maybe have a chance to come work for the city?
They can just go simply to our website, cityofdublin.org, and we have a HR department, an employee hire here, fill out the application online, and all the different positions that we have open are listed on our website.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Tom Domney, Dublin with Nelson Company. We're a full-service wholesaler specializing in plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products. We are committed to building long-term relationships with our customers by earning your business every day. With a staff that collectively offers more than 50 years of expertise, our team knows your industry. We're able to answer your questions and are ready to help you get the parts and equipment you need. At Dublin with Nelson, our goal is long-term success of your business. We achieve that goal with a simple commitment: doing things right, one customer at a time. Our showroom is complete with the latest styles and fixtures. Stop by and see us at 507 Airport Road, or give us a call at 478-272-3585. That's Dublin with Nelson.
Hey, I'm Heather Harrison.
And I'm Kim Bracewell.
And I've been a member of Fairview Fitness Center for 10 years.
And I've been a member for over 20 years.
We love taking the strength training class here. The energy from the teachers is just fantastic.
And also, I play racquetball and would love to have you come play racquetball with us.
So come join us at Fairview Fitness Center.
All right, I have Miss Trixie Scott with me now. And Trixie, you have been in the classroom some this week and first year with Summer Youth Works program. I know Dr. Morris worked in this capacity before, and then you're coming in now. Just right off the bat, and this is the first chance I've had to talk with you this week even. What do you think?
I can probably tell you what I told the students, that I am so proud of their willingness and ability to participate in this program. We were joking, saying that, you know, you could be a lot of other places right now, like in the bed asleep, but they chose to participate in this program, and it says a lot about them as a person, and as probably how successful they're going to be in their future, because they are willing to get up, to go the extra mile, to spend their summer working. They're not just earning money, which is something that, you know, is a big thing. We have taught them things about their personality and their etiquette, things that I think they did not realize that they were lacking, but they have certainly been exposed to all that this week, and lots of great speakers that have shared a lot of personal stories that have been very inspiring to not only me, but to them as well. So it's been a great program.
Folks from our local banks, from the power industries. I spoke with the group one day this week, so we've had a lot of business and industry come in and invest into these youth to tell them that we love them and we want to see them be successful in our community here. So today is wrap up, and we're sending them out into the community, and we got a few weeks, and we'll meet back up with them at the end of the summer. Do want to take a second to say a big shout out and a thank you to James Sasser and the folks at GovStrive for being the program sponsor for this event. Anyone that may be watching the program, maybe it's a student at one of the schools, maybe in your school, let's give them a word of encouragement to say, hey, don't miss the opportunity next year when we do this program.
Absolutely. This is my first year doing Summer Youth Works, so I really didn't know what I was coming into whenever I came. I was mostly just observing, but I've gotten more vocal as the week has gone, just because that's who I am and how I am. But it is a lot of fun, and don't miss out on this opportunity because you're not sure of what it is or what it means or what it could be for you. Take that step and jump in with both feet wet, and expose yourself to something that you may not have an opportunity to be exposed to otherwise.
Absolutely great opportunity. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
All right, I want to welcome Deborah to the show. And Deborah's been in Summer Youth Works training all week long in the classroom here. Deborah, tell me first off, where are you going to work?
I'm going to Community Service Board.
And what are you going to be doing? Do you know what you're going to do when you get to the Community Service Board?
I'm going to be working with troubled teens and kids and helping them out.
Fantastic. So you've been in class all week long. Tell me one or two of the things that stood out to you this week that you remember from your training this week.
Punctuality stood out to me a lot. You had to be here every day right before 8 because we started exactly at 8. And another thing that did stick out to me was communication. We've done a bunch of skills and things to do with communication, and we couldn't communicate fully because we didn't know all the instructions, but we had to learn how to communicate together.
So to your peers that may be watching the show, somebody 16, 17, 18 years old, what would you say to them if they maybe they're considering working, they don't know if they want to go to work? Would you recommend this program to them?
I totally would. Just know you have to wake up at 8. Before 8, so yeah.
That's kind of like what's going to happen in your job, right?
You're really just learning, and that's really it, just learning. And then you get to work the next week, and you get paid for this week.
There you go. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy your Summer Youth Works, and we will see you in a few weeks at the wrap-up. All right, want to welcome Miriam. Miriam is with Visit Dublin, and you guys are participating this year in Summer Youth Works. This is the first year. How many students are you guys employing?
We have 2 students.
Okay, and what are the roles or the tasks that you're going to have those students doing this year?
We have a lot of different duties at the Visitor Center and with Visit Dublin. So we're going to start out with learning how to greet guests, learning about the state of Georgia, all the brochures that we have. We have a gift shop. So we're going to kind of start there. We're very pet friendly, so they'll learn about keeping an eye on the dog park and interacting with guests. From there, we have spreadsheets full of hoteliers and restaurants and people that we communicate with regularly, and we're going to show them, how we do that. that, some of the marketing we do, a lot of social media. So we're really excited about learning some of the things that they know about social media that are the up and coming new trends. But pretty much just across the spectrum, we're going to be dabbling in a little bit of all of it.
Fantastic. Miriam, for somebody watching that doesn't know, maybe they're not sure what their career is going to look like, what would a career look like? What are some career opportunities you guys offer at Visit Dublin?
Well, so we have our visitor center, which is one of our major projects, and from there we do a lot of marketing and promotion of Dublin and Lawrence County. So that includes developing those relationships with our partners and with our community, and it's just really exciting to have our guests stop on the off the interstate off of I-16 and really come in, and we can tell them all about Dublin. We can hand them information. We can talk to them about restaurants or events that are coming up, and so it's really a broad spectrum.
Fantastic. I think your students are here. You probably want to spend a few minutes with them, so thank you for your time today. All right, I'm going to welcome Kayla to the show now. Kayla, you have been here at Summer Youth Works soft skills training all week this week, so tell me, where are you going to work?
I'll be working at Visit Dublin.
Okay, and we just had Miriam on earlier, so what are you going to be doing? And more importantly, maybe what even are you looking forward to with your job this summer?
I'm looking forward to how to respect people and value their choices, how to be kind, the basics of social media, not to post things that you wouldn't like posted or what your company wouldn't like.
What are you, just tell me, and don't, not even thinking about your training this week, or when you found out you were going to work with Visit Dublin, were you excited? Were you scared? Is it kind of what you were looking forward to? Tell me about that.
I was kind of nervous at first, but I'm excited for the experience because I want to know what it's like working and meeting new people.
Do you think this week of training was worth your time and is going to be valuable to you going forward?
It was worth a lot of my time. I learned a lot, and I think it's going to be very valuable.
Did you even make, and I didn't ask anybody else this, but I know there are students and they're participating in this program that are from other schools. Did you build some relationships or meet some people that you didn't know before?
I met people I didn't know before. I didn't know Deborah went to my school, but now I do. Now we have a really good bond.
Fantastic. I hope you have a great summer working. Thank you and congratulations. All right, I want to welcome Shania Robinson to the show. Shania, you've been in soft skills training and Summer Youth Works training all week this week, preparing you to go to work. Tell me where you're going to work this summer and kind of what you're looking forward to in your new job.
So this summer I'm working at Family Connection, and I'm looking to learn some experience and stuff, get me out there, get some connections with people.
What do you think you're going to be doing with your new job this summer?
I think I'm going to be working with the kids, helping them, tutoring them,
What did you get out of your soft skills training this week? Were there one or two programs maybe that really hit home and drove a point home that maybe you hadn't thought about, but you're glad you had the opportunity to learn this week?
Okay, so the first thing was social media. You have to use it and, make sure you're putting stuff out there that you will want everybody to see and have a positive, look at you. And then the second thing was to be confident, just be up there, be able to do things, in respect.
So if you got some friends maybe that didn't choose to work this summer or didn't choose to participate in Summer Youth Works, help us help them. Would you tell them, hey, this is definitely an opportunity, this is something great they should participate in?
Yes, I would definitely recommend this for anybody, especially who wants to get connections, especially for if you're going to college, because I am an upcoming senior, so you can have some references and all that. You
met some pretty cool and neat, I hope, individuals that run businesses and own businesses and some influential people in this community this week.
Yes, sir, I did. It was different.
Well, thank you for participating and good luck with your summer job.
Thank you.